Hey guys, what's up? My name's Danny, aka Thriftfish. I'm an online fashion reseller and I sell on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. And welcome to Sip and Ship Friday, where it's a little bit of a ship with me, a little bit of a what sold, a little bit of just chat about what's going on in my business or the reselling world. So this is my second time doing this type of video. If you missed last week's, go ahead and check that out. There's some good information about hiring virtual assistants as well as what I'm currently using to ship. So if you're interested in those, go ahead and check that out. If you're interested in this content, you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I am now trying to consistently put out 2 videos a week, Tuesdays and Fridays. So if you like this kind of stuff, go ahead and subscribe, like the video, give it the thumbs up. But let's go ahead and dive in. I'm just gonna go ahead and start doing my shipping. This is my shipping from the last 2 days, so Wednesday through today, which is Friday. 11, 12, 13, and I've had 13 sales across 3 platforms, all 3, Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. So that's pretty good. Sales picked up a little bit towards the end of the week. So just cutting out some paper because I know I'll probably use it at some point for something. So I got a couple shoe orders. So I'm just going to grab something and go ahead and get started. That's usually how I do it. I don't typically have an order. I kind of like to wrap smaller things first and then go to the bigger items. I think it's just because I like to put off doing the bigger items, but it's fine. This is a cardigan that's been in my Poshmark closet for a long time, like since the beginning of quarantine. I got it off of ThredUp and it just sold for $15, so low price. I was just trying to get it out of the house at this point. An update from talking about eco-enclosed last week. I needed to purchase more mailers, so I went on the website to do that. They actually have added a lot of new products, so some of the things that I said that I bought off of Amazon last week, I actually ordered a couple things off of eco-enclosed to try them out. So I ordered the mailers plus a roll of tape plus a roll of labels, thermal labels, which are supposed to be no waste, which is something I was looking for. I just realized though that I usually use the folded labels and have the Rollo printer, but I think I could still put a roll on there, right? It has the spindle. So I'm just trying to think of this because I usually use the folded ones. But I think I could still use the roll. But I'm interested to see how those work. So I will get back to you when I receive those and let you know what I think of those products. Again, I'm not sponsored by them. I just really like their products, and I think they're probably one of the most affordable options for sustainable shipping products. So that's what I've been going with. Maybell jeans. These were also Poshmark sale. Correct, yes. These are a perfect vintage jean. I got these fairly recently. These are a good style. So I don't want to forget that this is a sip and ship video, so take a sip of my coffee. I'm going to take a sip of water too. That's just where we're at. Okay. Number 2. Okay, next is this CC dress. This sold on Poshmark as well. I typically don't pick up a lot of CC, but this one was just so cute that I did pick it up. So this week I picked up a donation from somebody who reached out to me on Instagram a couple months ago when I was accepting a lot of donations when thrift stores were closed. She is local in the area and she's been awesome. She's been donating her clothing to me throughout these last couple of months and has been super helpful. She's also very eco-conscious and got some great stuff from her, sending some of it to ThredUp, took some of it into Plato's to trade, and some of it I am keeping to directly sell on my platforms. But if you can make local contacts, that's a really smart way to be able to get inventory and help people out when, you know, they don't want to go to Goodwill, or, you know, they don't necessarily think that everything needs to go to Goodwill, because although donating to Goodwill can be a good thing to do, they are really overwhelmed right now. So if you can actually take some of that off of some people before it gets dumped into these massive donation piles, I actually think that's good, and a good way to explain it to people who might not understand why you are asking them for, you know, free clothes to then sell. I think that's maybe a misconception or something that people just don't understand. And they might not, even after you explain that, but that's just a take on it that I like to think about. These Zara jeans, these sold on eBay. Got these from my Jomar denim box. These sold for about $21, a little over $21, so that's not too bad. Waiting on a Jomar order. I ordered it maybe a little over 2 weeks ago. So I'm hoping maybe it ships today or next week. It is the 50-piece, I think, like basic reseller pack. I don't remember the exact name, but it's one of the biggest boxes. I've only ever ordered like one other 50-piece box before, so, and the price per item was somewhere around $3 to $4, so I grabbed one, but still waiting on it, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully I'll be able to do some sort of unboxing. But I did get a couch in the mail today, and I'll be setting a couple more things up with my office, so my hope is that next week sometime or the week after I can do an office tour, show you around, show you a little bit of how I do my inventory and what my setup looks like. Because right now all you can see is this mess. I had 2 Mercari sales randomly on the same day. Mercari has been sleeping for maybe the last 3 weeks for me, and all of a sudden it just decided to start going off. Sold some Spanx leggings and a pair of athletic joggers. So casual, comfortable, athletic is the way to go on Mercari. So I've been playing around with the smart pricing on Mercari. I wasn't doing it for a while, but then they added it to Vendu, so I've been adding that. I don't know if that has something to do with it, but I'm okay with that if it is. These are some beautiful like satin silk Eileen Fisher pants. I think these sold on Poshmark. Okay, and because this is a priority mail Poshmark package, I have this roll of priority mail stickers that I'm going to like graffiti this thing with so that post office knows that it is priority, and so they grab it and it ships quicker. Still trying to label things with this as much as possible, if it is priority. Oh! I may have to come up with a different title because I can't keep knocking over my drink when I'm trying to package my inventory. I'm going to use this thread box. This is a chunky sweater. Just set her right on in there. Nestle a little card. And there we go. I'm recently having a discussion about thank you cards and whether or not people look at them and whether or not, well, they are wasteful. Let's just go ahead and say it. But thinking about changing over to maybe a stamp soon. It seems a little less wasteful and a good way to still stick your brand on there, because I do like the idea of having branding on my packaging. Poshmark came out with packing slips recently. I'm not using them. I don't really see a reason to use them unless I get a large bundle order, which I don't typically get. These are some Free People vegan leather leggings with some little embellishments on them. Free People, new with tags. Going to an eBay buyer. Let me know, have you been using packing slips? If so, do you think they're helpful and why? I'd love to, just genuinely love to know how they're working for you. But I will be opting out of that. as well as most of the PoshFest activities this year, unfortunately. I really did gain a lot from the interactive social aspect of PoshFest last year. I got to be a closet consultant and go for my first time. I really would have loved to go in person this year, and we'll still probably catch some of the replays or some of the recordings of the panels, but I'll be kind of on the sidelines this year, and hopefully it's back on for next year. Here's a moth sweater from Anthropology that sold on Poshmark when I sent out offers yesterday. It's got a really cozy cowl neck. This is a Moschino men's button-down shirt. It has a small stain on it, and it's been up for a while, and it just finally sold on eBay. Only for $25, so not a lot. I should actually steam this. I'm gonna steam this quick. A little bit better. My last sale in a package was my favorite sale from yesterday. This is a Volo brand that I had never heard of before, but I just thought that these looked like well-made shoes. This is Colleen Cordero. I thought it was Colleen, but it is an A. And these sold when I sent out offers yesterday, but they sold for a little under $60. I originally priced them pretty high, around $90. I'm still really happy with that sale. So, and these sold on Poshmark. Alright guys, one last thing before I go for this week and label this up, take it on over to the post office, is if you are not yet registered to vote and you are able to do so, there is a link in my description to go register, and I hope you will do some research as well and find out who you will be voting for, not just with the presidency, but everybody else that's on the ballot as well. So we all know it's very important, and if you've already done it, high fives, I see you. If not, get to it. Time is running out. So that's it. I'm going to go ahead and take these to the post office and get them shipped out. If you are using packing slips or have any questions for me or have any topics that you want to see me cover in one of these Friday Sip and Ship videos, please leave those in the comments. I'd love to see it. I'm always looking for suggestions from what you guys want to see from me. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you again real soon.